Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. I'm going to be showing you 10 mistakes you make while playing Fortnite. And this hopefully improves your building, and let's get right into it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Say your opponent is boxed up. This is how normal people take their wall. Oh. Alright, this is how normal people take their wall. Good. This is not really the right way to take someone's wall. You don't just pickaxe, try to take their wall, do this, and shoot them. Because all they can just do is butter in your box and take their wall. Really easy to escape their box. But if they don't do that, and you have a different idea of you know what to do. And also, let's get this stair out of the way. Before you take their wall, easy full pieced. They can easily just do that, and you would be dead right when you're trying to take the wall. So before you even try to take their wall, you should always have a full box here. So now, you can easily just do this. And even if they edit on me, like this, you just go up, make a full another box, tap everything, and then maybe try to break from the top. And I'm also going to show you another way to break from the top really good. So, while you're taking this wall, bam, bam, place a cone before your wall. So, if they don't have a cone in the box, if they already have a cone in the box, try to take their wall safely. I'll show you a different way to take their wall too. So, try to take their wall. And if they already have a cone in their box, that means they're pretty good, and they're probably just going to edit on top, or edit to the side, which I'll be showing you how to prevent them from doing any of that. So let's say they don't have a cone in the box. Take their wall, full pieced, take a safe edit, 200. That's how you actually push really nicely. Or, there's another way to push. Let's say you're from here. I'm just gonna do this. I'll spray its wall, and right when it gets one piece, use my shotgun, take the wall. Then I can use a right-hand peek or side window, which is better. Go. The stair can also be very useful. What else you can do too is rebuild with wood. It's easier to break. I can place a stair in their box instead of a cone. But you should make it so they're on the farther side, not right here. Stick it, bam, take the wall cookies. So, but it's hopefully they're on the farther side. If they are, place the stair, do it like this, and shoot them. If they're over here, then you can do this. Shoot them. That's one technique of doing it. Well, let's say they already have a cone in their box, and they know, the drill. They're gonna do this, and they know we can't edit on them because they have a cone. So if they try to take my wall, they're probably just gonna edit to the side, right? Let's do this. Oh, look, we're safe. But this could be a very bad idea for them if this happens. Bam, took their wall. I see him edit the cone, and I see him about to edit to the side like this. So I predict that he's editing to the side. Then I do this. He's going right into my full piece, 200 pop. That's a technique. So you can predict where he's going. If he's going from the top, full piece, well, I already have this stuff here, so full piece, 200. So there's so many possibilities you can do just to predict where they're going. Next technique, taking from the top. If you're taking from the top in someone's box, be very careful while you're taking. You can hide behind here, take. You can use your AR, probably easier, and then take from here, because if they double edit, You're good. Reset the wall. If you double it the other way, you're good. Like, you can't see them. If you double it like this, you can just reset your wall. Do peanut butter, 100. But, you know, so let's say they don't edit. They slowly take their wall. Right when you do this edit, they have their pump out, and they're about to pump. So you still want to be careful. You're doing this. Still do this. Hit the wall. Go to pump. But let's say they edit to the side, because they're probably gonna edit to the side right when you take it, or edit from the back. If they edit from the back, take the wall from the back. Go from there. But let's say they edit to the side, because they're probably gonna do that 90% of the time to make a whole nother box. You can see he's editing to the side. Pretend this guy has his map out, about to edit to the side. He's looking that way, that probably means he's editing to the side. So that means I should make a full piece right here. Uh-oh, I'm gonna edit. Dead. Dead on little Timmy. So, that's a second way to take the wall. Let's say you want to take this wall from above, but if you just do this, look at what I can do. Full piece, 200. You're dead. You're fully dead. You're just cooked. Unless they're literally 1 HP and their wall's 1 HP, it's the only reason you want to do it. But if none of those and they're full HP, you're kind of cooked. So, what you want to do if you want to take their wall from above, like this, take it from the right, take their wall from above, then edit the wall like this, and 200 pump. Or if you want to be extra safe, you can edit the wall like this, go pump, stay behind the wall. That's another way to take from above. It's very useful when you're fighting really good opponents. Okay, fourth technique when you're fighting. But this time, we're playing defense here. Remember to always put a cone in your box, because if you don't put a cone in your box, if they're a good player, all they're just gonna do is just get a full piece, and you're probably dead. So, have a cone in your box. Say to take your wall. A better way to do this is not to edit from above, side to side. Probably edit from the back. If you don't have good edits, then this might be very bad for you, because they can go quickly and full piece you. But if you do have okayly quick edits, you can easily edit from the back to do this. So, boom, edit from the back, make a box, and I'm chilling. Heal up, whatever you have, minis, whatever heals. And this is a really good technique for when they take your wall. So they're probably going to spray into your box too, so you want to make sure you reset the wall from above. And if they keep spraying and they have 0 ping and they're taking your wall still, and you have like a lot of ping, do another one. Edit like this, reset. And if they're being really too aggressive, this is only in some certain I can't say, but you know, some situations, you can edit like this. They're trying to spray through your box, reset, bam. Because a lot of players that are pretty bad, they're coming from here, be like, just try to jump in your box because you're 1 HP. But Peterbot and a lot of other pros do counter damage. So when they're trying to spray in your box, counter damage. Go again, put more boxes, and now they have to heal while you're healing too. And this is really good in tournaments and against bad people. This will be very useful in a lot of situations. A lot. Trust me. This is probably going to be one of the best techniques. Next technique. You're pushing, like always, and they're 1 HP. But, what do? You just try to jump in their box. Counter damage. They just build behind them. And you might get 200 bumped. It depends how much health you have. If they have literally like less than 50 HP, then sure, try to jump in their box, but you have to at least have 180 health. And you're just gonna jump in their box, bam. But if you don't have that much health, and you also have like 100 to like 150, they might be able to get a one pump off. So this is gonna be a not a very risky play, but a pretty risky play. So that's why you should always kind of be safe still, even if they're 1 HP. So that's why I don't really just take their wall instantly, and I try to go. But let's say you know they have 1 HP, you're still gonna use the technique, take their wall like this, place a cone in your box too. You know they're 1 HP, but taking a safe peek kind of pointless. But if you're like a lot of HP and you want to finish this fight quick, they're not gonna know what's coming. Just do a wide open edit like this, corner pump, because they're not gonna have enough time to react. What are they supposed to do? Just gonna do this, take their wall, you know, nothing happening. Corner pumped. They're dead. Like they have 1 second of reacting. They're probably not gonna 200 pump you because there's like no 200 pumps in the game. You should have enough health, and plus, I don't think they have that good quick reaction time with both players in whatever rank you want. I'm gonna be making a ranked tutorial how to get Unreal really fast because I'm already Unreal. So, you gotta stay tuned for that. Subscribe, stay tuned for that. So that's the 6th or 5th technique. So the next technique is from far away combat. This could be very useful when you're fighting an opponent. If they don't have height, and it's like just basically box for box here. You don't need to play box fight if you like box fights, and yeah. But try to take height advantage, because height advantage is definitely really important for fighting. So if you don't have height advantage already, try to take height advantage. If they don't have height advantage, then take it. It's free height. But if they do have height advantage, so say they do, and you want to get their height, you either can do retakes, like a retake like this, and come from the side, keep doing retakes, and you can do also a retake like this. You can do that, or you can do something that's called a triple edit, like this, to go. But most people on PC or console, whatever, do triple edits like this. These two, do the wall edit like this. But they're open in the back. 200. Ding, 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 ding. They're dead. So why do you want to edit like this? Or like this? Because they're preventing from getting shot from above or about. So this really helps fighting a good opponent that can easily see easy shots from you. Because when you get height, you should have some easy shots when they're trying to get height back. Or if you're sitting in a box, you can just spray them from here. Bam, 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 bam. Just always also be aware from people third partying and reload Mammoth. You're getting one shot with Mammoth or Sniper. But in non-reload, you can just get fried with a Spire AR. You gotta be careful about that. But if you are, perfect technique for height. This is the 7th technique when you're fighting. This you need to know, or else you're gonna be losing a lot of your fights, or you're gonna be done. Finishing the fight quickly and getting all spawn damage. So if you see your opponent before they see you, awesome. And if you're not trying to W key, then just back away. But if you want to W key this kid, you can just go for a little tag with whatever AR you have. If you have like a not long range AR, then get a little close. Dead. But if you do have a long range AR, doesn't matter how far you are. Bam, 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 bam. You're almost dead. You probably hit them about 100. If your aim is not that great, probably hit them about 50. So when you're pushing your opponent, you can go for height really quickly, because they're definitely not going for height. They're trying to heal the box. So to finish the fight quickly, though, you should just ramp, and then try to take their wall fast as possible, because you don't want third party quickly, because people third party so quickly. It's like you have 1 minute to finish the fight. So you want to take your wall, really good, boom, piece, do a quick edit, like just that. Finish the fight, like Peterbot, get all the loot, either go away or just chill, because there's probably another kid. Rarely see. So, if you have movement, probably just shock a wave, chill. But if you're really good at the game, and you're going to use all these techniques, maybe you can fight the other team too, if you're not low. So that's a good techniques too to use when you're fighting opponents. Be careful not to get one pump. Because in reload, there is mythic pumps people can get, or like really good pumps, like with fast or whatever, that can get you down a lot. But in normal, I don't think you can get really pumped to that easy. So, let's go into the next tip. Number 8. Number 8 for tips. This one is going to be very useful. Materials. You need materials for endgame, beginners, like beginning of the match. You want to know how much materials. At the beginning of the match, you're always going to have like a decent amount of materials. I just build a couple. But you shouldn't take that much builds to do an all-spawn fight. You might take like 5 builds in full box. I don't know, whatever you do. But you don't want to be trying to go for height, doing all this crazy, making so much boxes, all spawn. All you really want to do is because you're both low. Bam, bam, bam. Maybe just do this and then just try to win it. It's all spawn. Whatever you can do for all spawn, just fight. You can spray it from the back, here, whatever angle you are in. But let's say you're in the middle. You should have about 200 metal, 300 brick, and 300 wood. Or 400 wood. Anything like that. That's like okay amount of mats. In mid-game. When you're in mid-game, I would like to get full mats on everything. Like full wood, full brick, maybe full metal. Really hard. But you should know that when you're fighting, you should need about a decent amount of mats in the mid-game. If you don't have a decent amount of mats, or a lot, you're kind of close. Because I like to have max wood, max brick, and then maybe a little bit of metal, like 200, like I said. That's a really good amount, and you can make so much boxes when you're in a mid-fight. So you're always going to be just chilling, peeking fights, 200. Like, I can make this much boxes easily. I still have a lot of mats. But when do you use different mats in endgame? Endgame, you should have about like 300 wood, okay amount of brick, like a lot of brick, and barely any metal, probably. Maybe not that much wood. But when do you use these materials while you're going and, rotating, doing all the other stuff? So, when do you make a box? Probably with brick. You probably, right when you're rotating, boom, using my bass boost or whatever you're using. Come in here, go. Box up with brick. Never box up with wood, because in tournaments, this is what happens. Then, like, you're probably gonna be 1 HP in the endgame, and if you build with wood, it's so easy. Jump in a box or whatever, just like that, or just dead. Like, it's just, you're gonna die if you're building with wood. It's really sick. Unless you have no mats, then you build with wood. A good technique is when you have wood, you either just build wood cone. So if they break the wall, you can 200 pump, or just like chill. Or you can have cone above, hide in this cone, because they're usually gonna break from below, not above. So you should be good there, because in the end game, if they're breaking from above, they're kind of cooked, because they're just gonna get full sprayed. Just keep. When do you build with wood though? Because you have wood. There's no point of not building with wood. The reason to build with wood, if you have no mats, or you're going for a rotate. When you're rotating, say there's a kid spraying you. Build with wood. You don't need to build with bricks. You're going to be going really fast with just building. Because, oh, my rotate's almost done. Build with wood, because I don't need a waste brick. because if they break it fast, I'm already gone. Just build with wood, whatever, box up, and you're sure. But I should box up with brick, both know how to rotate, brick, we boxed up, we're good. When you build with metal, there is like two situations to build with metal. Either you are on full height, got height. Also, you can build with brick when you're trying to get height too. It's also a really good idea. When you have height, you can use metal because metal's the strongest material. You don't want to get chopped. Or if you are on low ground and you're trying to build this and you're not trying to get shot from a height. So it's like both ways. And there's also another way, if you don't have any brick, then you might want to box up with metal. If you have, but you're probably gonna have wood, so rotate still should just be wood. That's another technique. So we're gonna go on to the 10th, the last technique. Maybe the best technique, but a really good technique for fighting and just anything. Mostly tournaments. Because you gotta be safe and you're not trying to die. Right when you get shot at. Like say they don't see you don't see them, but they see you. Boom, 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 you get tagged. You're probably gonna build with wood because you probably have wood already out. That you should always have brick out first because you're just gonna probably get fried if you need to use this. In the end game, maybe you have wood out because rotation, right when you're about to rotate, use wood. But in the start of the game, always have brick out because if you build with wood, they're just gonna jump in your box because they're pretty annoying, and you can't really get counter damage when you're low. So build with brick, so, bam, and you can build more space because you should have more space just in case they try to jump in your box. Get counter damage, build with brick because you need to have hard materials. Mostly in the mid game, this is gonna be super useful. If you build with wood, you're dead. Like, you're gonna be dead. Unless the other player is terrible, you're dead. So that's why, build a brick, you're good. You're chilling. There you go. Well, let's say if you don't have any brick or metal, because you're in off spawn. If they fry you, you probably don't have that much shield, but they don't have that much shield. That's what it means. So they're gonna be low too, but you're lower. So what you want to do is you don't want to aim battle. You don't want to do any of that. You gotta watch out for height, because they're probably gonna take height, but that means they have low mats too. You gotta remember, they also have bad materials at the start and really. So if you have a pump, you're pretty good. If you only have an AR, you might be cooked. So if you have an AR, try to hide, play your like things, because you're probably if they're just gonna jump down on you with a pump, you're dead. Like you're just dead. Like you can't spray with your AR until before you are 20 HP. So you're gonna, even if they don't have a shotgun, you're dead. So if you don't have a pump, you will probably cooked unless you hide. Hiding sounds like bad, like bush camp, but you kind of have to hide if you don't have good guns. But let's say you do have a pump. You can play this greatly. If you have a medkit, use it. You can also use it for baiting, because you should use it like once. They're gonna see the healing notification, so they might come down. So don't like actually pop it, but like, you know, do the thing animation until they come. Then you can do this. Because they're probably gonna jump down just to kill you. Because they know you're healing. Bam, you're dead. But if they don't come down and they're scared and they're just spraying from above, hide in a different box, crouching. They're gonna keep spraying, heal. You're good. You're full HP. You can go back to fighting like normal. Use the techniques. OP some. Really easy to use those techniques in off spawn or middle game or whatever you're trying to do, because it's going to be very useful when you're fighting a lot. This is really good for tournaments and all the other stuff. This is going to be end of the video. These are the 10 techniques that'll probably make you 50 times better than you already are. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more content like this.